Hi everybody, this is Gina. I hope you're all doing well. It is Thursday. Hope your week's going great. On Monday, Michael sang a really great song, and his voice, Michael, your voice is so beautiful, and I love when you perform. If you ever go on Broadway, I want front row tickets, because I will throw roses at you that do not have thorns because I don't want to get you cut. Okay. So, it's kind of a quiet week, and I was trying to figure out, what I wanted to vlog about, and I, because I am the only parent in the group, I have sometimes different issues than the rest of the members. But at the same time, you guys are a really great place to draw from for advice or opinions. And so I wanted to share this little story with you. My kids are very politically savvy for their age and very socially interested in societal issues. I mean, in fact, Dakota is trying to decide whether he wants to be a politician or a physicist. It's like to that level of interest. And we're not regular kind of evening people. All we do is watch science TV. That's all. The only thing we have on at night is science or history. Because we're big geeks. But, so, let me go back to my point. So last week, I was talking to my kids, and we were discussing maybe Obama or something, maybe a speech, or I don't know, something had come up, and I don't know what led to Dakota saying this, but he said that he doesn't do the Pledge of Allegiance at school. And I didn't know this. I was kind of thrown back for a second. I was like, really? You don't do the... I said, how long have you not been doing the Pledge of Allegiance? And he said, since the 5th grade. And I was like, okay, well, the only thing I could think of as a mother is, well, obviously the school's okay with it because I've never gotten a call. Because believe me, they call you when they don't like things. So I've never received a phone call about it. And I said, really? Well, what made you... No, I said, why don't you do the Pledge of Allegiance? And he said, I love this kid, I swear, he's so... Oh my God. He says to me, because one day I was saying the Pledge of Allegiance at school, and I heard the words. I was listening to what the words were. And I heard myself say, with liberty and justice for all. And when I said it, it occurred to me that that didn't include my family. And I was like, wow. So I knew I was dealing with a really heavy conversation at that point. And I want to be cautious and handle those type of things properly. And I said, well, has a teacher ever said anything to you? And he says, yeah, they have. I've had teachers say, you need to stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance. And he said, but I say to the teacher, the Pledge of Allegiance states liberty and justice for all. That's a lie. My parents don't have equality with straight people, and until they have equality with straight people, I will never do the Pledge of Allegiance because my family's not included in it. I was just floored, really. I know the whole God argument, but, God is just good orderly direction for me, G-O-D. But, whatever, that's not a big deal for me. But the whole, gay rights thing, and that's not my family, and I mean, that's really, intense for me. Because I had never, I've thought about it in my own head, but I've still always done the Pledge of Allegiance. I would never even think of, well, I'm not going to do it. So I said to Noelle, do you say the Pledge of Allegiance? And she said that Dakota and I had talked about it, and because of what he said about it, I stopped doing it too. So she doesn't do it anymore at school. And I was like, wow, I gotta be very careful with this talk, because we're talking, this is a very fragile era when you have kids and you're gay, and you're dealing with middle schools. It can be really hairy and sometimes very difficult. So last week they had this thing at school. It was History Day, and they had spent 3 months working on these projects, and Noelle did Annie Oakley and Dakota did Galileo, and they were just fantastic and really well done. And so they had a showing at the school at night, and everybody had to gather in the gym, all the parents, all the students, all the, blah, blah, blah. And the principal says, everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And I look behind me, and Dakota is behind me. And I think to myself, wow, what do I do? And all I thought was, if he's going to have the courage to say, I'm going to defend my family, then I'm going to have the courage to say, I'll defend you. So it was the first time I ever didn't do the Pledge of Allegiance, and Sherry didn't do it either. And behind me, Dakota and Noelle were together, and they didn't do it either, and it was really profound. I'd like to do it one day and really mean it. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm even asking you for advice, because I don't think I feel bad about that choice. I don't. I'm okay with it. I don't know. What are your thoughts, though? And because being a mother it can be really hard when you're gay. Because there is no hiding in the closet when you have kids. Believe me, the closet has like fluorescent lights and everybody can see it. So, alright, have a really good week, and please take care, everybody.